What's up, everybody? This is Shamus, the Born Dad, and I know it's been a minute since I put any content up on the channel. Anyways, last couple of months been kind of crazy between work, family, you know the deal. Tonight's video, I'm doing something I've never done before, and surprisingly enough, considering I'm like a huge horror fan, Halloween's my favorite holiday, and I get basically pumped up and in the Halloween spooky spirit from the month of like September all the way through like practically Thanksgiving. So if you haven't figured it out already, I'm at Universal Studios doing Halloween Horror Nights 29, and I'm doing my first Horror Nights ever. I've never had the opportunity to come down to Florida to do it before I moved here, but now that I live here, it's gonna be something that I'm gonna do annually. It's opening night and I'm here to take you with me, so stick around and we'll see you in a little bit. So we made it in, and the music is really, really loud, so I gotta pick my spots where I can talk, and you can actually hear what I'm saying to you. But I'm walking down the main entrance as you come in by Rip Ride Rocket. They have like a midway, which is all the different games and stuff. I haven't got to any of the walks yet. When you first come in, there's like a pseudo scare zone to the left. But it looks like it's all like done up in like 80s arcade games because the theme this year is 80s. So one thing I noticed when I first walked in, and if you're older than, like if you're over 21 and you plan on drinking when you come here, right when you walk in, there's a big table and they check your IDs right there and they give you that band that I just showed you. And that band will obviously act as your ID whenever you go to buy a drink. Like their rides, they're pretty hardcore about bringing cameras into the walks, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna yell at me if I try to walk in with a camera. I'll do my best to, whatever walks I do tonight, give you a detailed description of how I felt about it. I'm not gonna give anything away, I'm not gonna spoil anything, at least how well done it was in my opinion. So I'll give you that idea once I do a couple. I'm probably only gonna do a couple tonight, because I mean, you're looking at probably an hour or more wait for each one. I didn't pay for the express pass. And the only reason I pay for the express pass is because it's a lot of money, more than I have. So I paid for the frequent fear pass. So I can get in like Sunday through Thursday or something like that. Check out this tribute store thing.
Text Chris and say we're done. This is your first faster. I don't want to go out here.
I see him. Too right.
This is a sick sweatshirt. I want a decent sweatshirt for when I go back up north every once in a while. Ghostbusters lunchbox. Oh, this is sick. This is legit. Stranger Things. The Demogorgon. Oh, that's legit. That's so cool. The old Coke machine. Cool. Universal Monster stuff. Sweet. Frankenstein masks. That was a pretty awesome store. A whole bunch of like specialty stuff that like came from different walks. Obviously, Stranger Things is probably the coolest room. You got to see a Demogorgon. Really cool. Definitely gotta be careful in stores like that though, because I can walk out with a ton of stuff and not realize that I spent too much money. We don't want to upset the locals. Ah! I've only been here like 20 minutes and I already say this is awesome. Anybody that's watching from New England will know when I say that I grew up going to Spooky World back when Spooky World was like the biggest haunted haunt or walk, whatever you want to call it, probably in the world at that point. And now of course it's such a phenomenon that all the theme parks are doing it. But this is like that on steroids. This is great. And I haven't done a walk yet. I'm waiting for a few extra people that I know coming tonight, so we're gonna do some walks together. But just trying to walk through some of the scare zones, get you some video of the scare zones. So the Rob Zombie scare zone is exactly what you'd expect. Tons of Rob Zombie music and half-naked girls dancing to it. You know, or girls in bodysuits. One of the two. They have the Dragula car. Oh, look at that guy. So I've walked around about half the park so far. I have to say they do a really good job of blending everything into the park as it stands. Like, what I mean by that is it like doesn't look like anything's totally out of place. Obviously they do all the walks within the show building, so they can kind of keep it from being like, you know, just a big bunch of tents. And I hear chainsaws up ahead of me. I don't know about you, but when the chainsaws are all lit up like Christmas trees, I don't know how menacing they really are. But then again, if I was killed by somebody with a chainsaw lit up like a Christmas tree, I think that's pretty cool. Pretty awful way to die, but you know, hey, at least it was festive. So I pulled off to the side for a pit stop. Got myself a Duff Light. I was told that it's made by the Florida Beer Company or something like that, Florida Project or Florida Beer Company, something like that. Local here, and they make, so the Duff beer isn't just a rebranded beer. It's made by a local brewery and sold as Duff for Universal. And the only places that sells it is obviously here. Now, this part is really cool. I remember being told that this is what it's gonna be. They're like zombie Vikings. It's awesome. Like, so not only will they pillage, they will also eat you. We don't want to end up like them. Got another beer, pumpkin at this time, in line for their Yeti walk, which is their own, one of their own kind of internal stories. Not something that's another property, so this one should be really good. Only 30-minute wait. So I'm gonna drink my beer, wait in line, and then when I get off, I'll tell you how I felt about it. Just got off the Yeti walk, and it was awesome. I mean, not gonna lie to you, like, nothing beats Universal movie magic, you know? Effects are really cool. The only thing about it that I was kind of like, on, it was really dark, obviously, but dark enough it was hard to kind of see what was going on until you got to some of the brighter areas in it. And a lot of the Yetis all looked kind of the same, but otherwise it was a really, really cool walk. It's definitely one you want to check out. Getting in line for another one of their originals, Depths of Fear. Seems to be the shortest one, weight-wise anyway, so just got out of the Depths of Fear one. I gotta say, that one was pretty legit too. It's all about like some like underwater like sea base thing, and these like alien fish things take over. It's awesome. It's better than Yeti. I like Yeti, but this one was so far this one was better.
Yeti was better than that one.
You think so?
I know so.
I like that one. I'm definitely down for to do that one again. So we right after that last one we did, we just jumped in line and got on the went in the Nightingale's Blood Pit house. Not gonna lie, I know I said my favorite was the last one we went on, the Depths of Fear, but not gonna lie, this Blood Pit one was awesome. The costumes in it were unbelievable. I don't know what you would call them, like bird monster things, but like legit the best costumes so far I've seen. Plus the theming was really cool. It was like an old like Roman fighting pit, but like full of zombies and stuff. So one of your snack options here, it's called a, we can't read that, but it's twisted tater. I've never heard of it, but it's a whole potato that's like twisted on a stick. It's kind of amazing, even though I'm not hungry right now. It does look good though.
Oh, that's a good one right there, yeah. I like that one. Thank you, Brian. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
That's legit. Well, that was legitimately awesome. That was a great time. Granted, I didn't get to do everything, but like I said, I got the freaking Fear Pass, so I'll be back a bunch more to do everything. Definitely out of the 3 houses I did tonight, I'm gonna say that the Blood Pit one was probably my favorite, but who knows, that could change when I come back and do the different, you know, the ones that I haven't done yet. So that was great. Remember to subscribe and like this video if you could. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next one, and have a great night. Jeez, it's 10 of 1. I gotta go home.